Hello! I hope you're excited about Christmas because I am. I love Christmas. It's my absolute favourite time of year. My favourite season is summer because, winter, who wants to be cold? But Christmas is my favourite time of year. I just love seeing all the decorations, everything lit up, the fact that there's themed music and an excuse to play it. I love the parties and the food. Oh my god, almost above everything else, the food. And yeah, I just love the whole spirit of it. I love the nostalgia and the getting to watch old films and read your favourite books. I love the whole nostalgic part of it. I love getting to rewatch films you love set at Christmas and reread books you love set at Christmas. And you can see where this is going, can't you? So in this video, I want to talk about 3 short story collections that are Christmas themed. I really love reading short stories at Christmas to get me in the spirit, because I think that sometimes it can take quite a lot of effort to really feel Christmassy, especially if, you know, you're still having to go to work, or you even have to work over Christmas, or you've got a lot on, maybe you're going through a hard time. It's not always something that comes naturally. And, you know, I've accepted that for myself. I think when I first, you know, grew up and stopped having all the, you know, childhood feels associated with Christmas, you know, I wasn't so into it for the first couple of years. It just kind of passed me by. I never really properly felt Christmassy. But then I realised that Christmas is what you make of it, and you have to make your own Christmas spirit, for lack of a better phrase. You know, if you're a kid, I think you can reasonably expect other people to put in an effort for you. But if you're an adult, no. It's your responsibility to make it a nice time for yourself and others by doing Christmassy things, dressing in red and green and gold all month, like me, whatever it is that makes you feel Christmassy. And for me, reading short stories is a massive part of that. I'm going to talk about 1 classic and 2 young adult anthologies in this video, and I'm going to start off with the classic, as it's the one that I haven't actually finished reading yet. I picked up Christmas at Thompson Hall and Other Christmas Stories by Anthony Trollope last year. I'd already read the 2 YA anthologies that I'm going to talk about later on in this video, and I kind of wanted something with that, you know, more historical Christmas feel, because I love watching Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm obsessed with it. And if there's any other historical Christmas things on at Christmas, I love to watch them. I love watching the Call the Midwife Christmas special, although for the last couple of years I have managed to not watch that at Christmas and have to watch it some other time. And yeah, anything else that's on TV that's historical and Christmassy, I really, really love. So this really appealed to me, and it's in a really gorgeous little edition that I'll show you in close up as well. But it's just beautiful. It's this lovely hardback with this beautiful dust jacket, and look at the end papers. Aren't they gorgeous? And there's this bit where you can write, "From the library of your name." And it comes with a little blurbs about giving the gift of literature this Christmas, and all of the 5 Penguin Christmas classics. And then there's a little intro page that explains that this brings together the best of the Christmas stories of Anthony Trollope, one of the most successful, prolific and respected English novelists of the 19th century. So I've only read the first story in this collection, and it was very, very funny. So I'm really looking forward to reading the other stories. I just know that they will fill me with Christmassy delight and also be quite funny at the same time. So I'm looking forward to that, and I would recommend picking this one up if you want a little bit of historical Christmas spirit in your Christmassy life. Next up, I want to talk about My True Love Gave to Me, because I cannot stop talking about this book. This is my favourite short story anthology of all time. Yes, you heard me right. Of all time. I just love it. It's so good. There are so many authors who've contributed to this book, and the stories are just perfect. So many of them are just absolute favourites for me. I got My True Love Gave to Me the first year it came out, which is why I've got the hardback. and I nearly hit myself in the head with it then. And I reread it the year after as well, which I think was last year. And maybe there was a second year of rereading in there as well, but I plan to read it again this December. I like that because the stories are so short. I can read one and then wait a couple of days and then read another one and just kind of keep my Christmas spirit levels stocked up. My favourite story in this collection has to be the Holly Black one. I just love it. It's brilliant. It's about a girl who throws a party in her grandma's old trailer, and these fairy creatures come to the party and basically do some revenge. And that doesn't sound Christmassy, but oh my god, it's so good. I loved it so much that it inspired me to write my own short story collection. I've been working on a short story collection where every story is set at a party or at multiple parties. The whole thing's themed around parties basically, and that is because of this story by Holly Black in this anthology. Can you hear me tapping? That's my enthusiasm right there. Yeah, I love it so much. And I also love several of the others. Matt de la Pena? So yeah, I can't pronounce that, but I love his story. Yeah, it's about this guy who's cat sitting because he's totally broke, can't afford to fly home for Christmas, and he just needs the money basically for food. So he ends up in this apartment. It's quite a nice apartment in this building, and then he ends up becoming friends and then something more with one of the other residents, and it's just a wonderful story, and I love it when money and issues of class are tackled in YA literature. So it was just a win, and I just love that story so much. So yeah, those are probably my two favourite stories. I feel like there may be a third one. Maybe the Laini Taylor one. I really like the Laini Taylor one actually, yeah. I'd say those three are my favourites. What I really love about My True Love Gave to Me is that they're all romances. You know, they're all going to have a happy ending and it's all going to be delightful, but it's seeing all the little things that go wrong along the way and the issues that they can bring up over the course of the story. It's just delightful, and that's why it's my favourite short story collection of all time. Short story anthology of all time. I may have a different favourite collection. I think that maybe The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter for favourite collection, but anthology with different authors, definitely My True Love Gave to Me. As My True Love Gave to Me is American young adult literature, I was really excited when Stripes Publishing produced I'll Be Home for Christmas last year, which is a British production with British authors. This is a really great book for a really great cause. At least £1 from every copy sold goes to Crisis, which is a charity that works with homeless people. This is also absolutely lovely. I've only read it once before, so I feel like my opinions on some of the stories may change when I reread it this month, but I would say for now that my favourite stories are Juno Dawson's Home Over Christmas, because I just love the voice of the narrator, and Roots and Wings by Lisa Williamson. I've been thinking about Roots and Wings basically for the whole year since I've read it. It just keeps popping back into my head and I keep thinking about bits of it. It's just fantastic. It's about a girl who's homeless, basically, and what she has to do to get through life, get through the winter, how hard it is. And it's based on interviews that the author did with actual homeless people. And yeah, it just really made me think, and it has played on my mind over the year, and I'm really looking forward to reading it again. So that's it for my Christmassy short story collection and anthology recommendations. Let me know in the comments if there are any others you know of that you could recommend to me. I really want to read Stella Gibbons' Cold Comfort Farm Christmas stories. I think there's, I don't know if it's all set at Christmas. I think maybe just one is in that the collection was all together. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I really want to read that. And I can't think of any others. So let me know if you have anything to suggest to me to read. And maybe I'll get around to it this December, or it can go on my list for next year. Thank you very much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. You'll see me again soon. Bye.